We're back with more on the WHHI News. Hurricane season, yeah, it's coming up starting June 1st. And what better person to join me now than Tom Dunn? He is the Emergency Services Manager of the town of Hilton Head Island. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You all got some special recognition that I think maybe you want to let people know about before we chat about some safety information. What happened?
Absolutely. We were recently accredited through the Emergency Management Accreditation Program. That's a pretty extensive process. It's 66 different standards that we had to write to over the course of the year, and then they sent a team of about 6 people down to actually look at what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. And late last year, we received notification that we were accredited through the Emergency Management Accreditation
And this
program.
is a big deal, correct?
It is a big deal for us. The town is now one of 3 in the state of South Carolina that are accredited.
Only 3 in the whole state.
Only 3 in the whole state.
And Hilton Head Island is one of them.
Yes, ma'am. And then we are the smallest by population in the country that have received the accreditation.
Well, congratulations to you and everyone that worked on that.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. I remember I met you many years ago before we had Hurricane Matthew. With hurricane season coming up, what are the most important things for people to be thinking about right now?
Well, really, for me, the biggest thing is, number one, pay attention. Listen to good sources of information and prepare yourself. Go ahead and develop that evacuation plan if you haven't already done so. Have that emergency kit so when you do evacuate and you come back, you've got the things that you need once you get here, because we may not have sufficient water, we may not have sufficient food supplies available when you come back.
So when you say get prepared, is it an issue of getting your medications or medications ready for you, any pets, what else? I mean, important paperwork, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. What I like to say is start it off just like you're going on vacation. When you're going on vacation, you're taking your clothes, you're taking snacks, you're taking those things. Start there. And then the next step is, to your point, is grab those important papers. Know what those documents those insurance paperwork, cash, your credit cards, all those pieces of paper that you need. Go ahead and film your important film your house, just to make sure all those things in your house are documented. So when you do file that insurance claim, that will help document.
You'll show what you had in
exactly.
there. And good thing to do it now before we're in a last minute panic if we're maybe going to have to evacuate, which we have had to do in the past. Now, I was asking you, if we do need to evacuate, as you say, check your news sources that you know are trustworthy, but do you not also send out alerts to people that sign up through the town, and how does someone do that?
Right. The town does have an e-subscription service. You can go to the town's website, and there's a spot there to get notifications. You select that, and then just to select emergency alerts. It's also a great information at that spot. So you can get anything that you want related to council, planning commission, all those things. You can select that, but the emergency alerts will get all the things that we push out.
Really important, is it not?
Very important.
So let's talk about other emergencies you may have to deal with in the area. What other types of things are you always mindful about?
Really, earthquake's one of the big ones. A lot of people don't really think.
That blows my mind, by the way. I don't think of it.
Yeah, most people don't think of earthquakes in South Carolina, but we do have many earthquakes all the time. They're a regular occurrence here, especially in the Charleston and just outside the Columbia area. And if there's a significant earthquake in Charleston, it will definitely impact us here.
So we're not immune.
Exactly, correct. Yeah, if there's a significant earthquake in Charleston, we will definitely have significant impacts here.
Because we're on a fault line, or?
We're just off of a fault line. We're not far from it. And just the way the soil is here, we will feel the impacts from that earthquake.
So you're ready to deal with that now too, right?
Absolutely. We just had an earthquake exercise here in the town with our staff coming together to do a scenario with an earthquake.
Good. We're almost out of time. I hate to say it, but what's the one most important thing or message you want to pass on to people as we get to hurricane season?
For me, it's really 2 things. It's number 1 is plan, and number 2 is leave. Make sure you have a good plan and evacuate.
If you're asked to evacuate, do it.
Absolutely, right? Yeah. It does a lot for us. It helps us do the job that we need to do and not have to worry about people who are still here.
Right, that end up getting stranded or in all other kinds of problems or blocking roadways, et cetera, and so forth.
Absolutely.
Well, I know we're supposed to have an active season. Let's hope not, Tom Dunn, but great to have you on, and thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
And we will be back in just a moment. Stay right there.